In this lecture, I'm going to show you that the text you use on your covers can be made to be different than other covers as well. Now, if you look at text on book covers, it's usually a certain color, albeit with shading or not. But this is a little trick you can do to make your text pretty much any look at all that you want. Okay, not just a color. Okay, you can have textures and even images in it. So I'm just going to quickly show you in this lecture a couple of examples of how to do that. So what we will simply do there first is, create our text. So for this example, let's just let's make that black. It doesn't really matter what color we pick for this. I'm just going to write the word text. Going to make that bold just to make it a bit bigger, and just click OK. Now I'm going to rasterize the layer, turn it into an image. I'm going to edit, free transform, and we're just going to make that nice and big on the screen. Okay, so let's do something like that, for example. Click anywhere outside. Yes. Now we're ready to add our background. So say for instance, for example, you can type whatever you want, but let's try typing, look for some textures. Again, I'm using Google Images. Remember what I said earlier about checking usage rights. So I'm just going to put textures in there and just see what comes up. And there we are. There's a bunch of different things. Now, you don't need to use the whole image, but you might use some of this to make your text look really good. So for example, that looks good, so let's just click on that, wait for that to load up, and then we can click view image. It should just take a little bit of time sometimes to load for us. There we are. So just go and copy the URL, go back into our editor, layer, open image URL. And hopefully a few moments, there we are. So it's quite small. All we need to do is select free transform and just make that big enough to cover our text. That's all we need to worry about there. Okay, so that's big enough to cover our text. Just move it in position to cover our text, so we want it in the same place. Click outside, click yes to accept the changes. Now what we do here is we go to our text layer where the text is, edit, select the pixels, so we'll select the text, and go into this one, edit, cut, clear, whatever you want. Just for this example, just is easy to copy that area. So we're copying the text shape from here, and then what we can do is get rid of the layers, we don't need those anymore, and then just go edit. Remember to undo selection, deselect all. Okay, edit and then paste, and there is our text. How cool is that? So you could have that, say on a blue background or something if you want, say a pale blue background like that. I don't know, it's just a paint bucket, color the whole background, and there we are. All right, maybe a little bit too dark that, so maybe just lighten that up a little bit there. So a little bit light there. Okay, do that again. Just to make it stand out a bit more, but you get the idea. I'm not showing you how to create the whole cover. As you can see, how many books have text where it looks like that, and you could have pretty much anything you want as a background. Also, you can do images as well. So I don't know, say your book was about let's say about a famous place, for example, say about oceans, or how about, I'm trying to think of an example here, say about trees then. So let's select trees, and hopefully that will load soon. There we are. So we got some trees here. So we could just choose one of these images that was suitable. So let's go quickly through here, pick a suitable one about shows trees. We could use, I want it to sort of be a little screen. Let's say this one here. So let's just click view image. Wait for that to load up there. It's JPEG, so that's fine. Because we don't need to have ping images, you know, ones with transparent backgrounds for this. So go back into our editor, and we don't need to change this because this could be black or whatever, it doesn't really matter. We can open a new layer. Okay, again it's quite small, so just make that larger to cover our text. I'm holding the shift key down this time to keep it in proportion as I'm enlarging it, should I say. Just want it to be about that. That should be okay. I'll just move that so, as you see, it's onto the text here. Perhaps a little bit bigger there. There we are, that's covering our text. And probably just move it around so that, we've got, the bit that we want as the background of our text. So say, for instance, that would be something like that, so we can see what the picture is. Okay. And then just click and save that. Okay, so we go to our text again, this one. Select pixels. Go into this one, edit, copying that area, deselect all, remove those layers as we now do not need them. So let's get rid of that and that, and then simply edit, paste, and there we are. So, okay, I haven't spent a lot of time on this, but you can use that for anything. So say, you could, so that's about trees, so obviously it says text, but say your book was called Tree Life or something like that, 2 words, you could have the whole thing looking like this. So instead of having a normal boring color, you always could look different with this sort of thing. So, depending on what it could be about, a book about a famous person, you could have it so that the title of the book, you cut out the words in the shape of, using their picture of this person as a background. Make sure you've got the rights to use the picture, like I said, and then you could paste that in there. So when you see the title, you could make out parts of the face to see who it was, but of course the title would say it as well. So that's it. So really, really easy way that you can make your text look different to other books and make them stand out.